Crud. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing over the last few hours is talking about it. Thinking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the thinker clock that Larry made.
Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. My mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White. Excuse me. White? That was his name, my sister told me. White? Here's your cell phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back. Oh, say, can I listen to my sister's voice? His eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Do you want me to... Okay, we're gonna move back to... Where offices? Hey, Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard. Oh, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. Looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I am not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. Really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice.
No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Hey? Well, you, see, it's just I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep? Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Gribble. Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? Yeah? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion and never looked back, that one.
Painting. That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Present. Do I have a note saying? Nope. Okay, back to the Detention Center. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We'll defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Known as the saddest person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It's when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay. We're gonna move back to the hotel.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are?
I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you know need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Ah! You came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phone.
Mr. White. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. I've never heard that name. White. That was his name. My sister told me. Clearly, there's only one Mr. White. At all. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and his father. Could it be a coincidence? Just making sure nothing else is in there and that we are just... Oh. Ah, still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Oh, a wiretap on the phone. There's definitely something suspicious about this, Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence at tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Yes, we'll save our progress. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Awesome. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I have hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Witness testimony.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. But wait, don't I have evidence that... Oh, actually, it may not be in my evidence. Because I feel like, didn't we have the floor plans? No, it didn't go in evidence, but we couldn't make out faces across the way. As soon as the fall came in, I rushed to the scene. Don't need to press that. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, yeah, there's nothing on there. Let's question this. Press. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What?
Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I
guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear this testimony again.
Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
I mean, that's...
How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What do we got?
I'm gonna press that.
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and in the movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective.
Oof.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of a killer. That...
Order.
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
It's his whole testimony. Okay. There has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Present this. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that evidence and statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all.
Mr. Wright, please think facts over before making accusations. I didn't think that won me any points with the judge. Whoops. Found a memo. Press that. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Oh ho! Who did write it?
Smarty pants. What, who,
I did.
The killer.
The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please.
She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Huh, I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. I don't have to hit on this. Press that. And which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Ha ha ha. Nice try.
Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there.
Press that. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear that they take the little bits in the blood, the hermogoblins, herma goblin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right. Where was I? Press that. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases? Oh, no, I already pressed that. Yeah, I know. I've got no proof, evidence, blah, blah, blah. So, what do we got? Oh, death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. There's a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Is something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Death from blow from Mirage may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. I mean, lucky us. Well, Your Honor, The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh, great.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Tee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
Witness testimony, eh? Here we go. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor?
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's unstudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Oh boy. It was like 9 at night. I looked at the window, you know. Hold on. We're going with our, blunt object may have been. Holds conversation between Chief Maya. The broken remains of glass lights aren't broken beyond all recognition. Okay. And then, I saw a woman with the long hair being attacked. The one attacker was the muzzy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away, but the girl caught up to her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press her on the facts a bit. Press on that.
Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of the question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. But badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! Poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl, what about poor me? You looked at the window, what did you see next? This chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Press on that. She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Caught up to her and she hit her. Am I missing something? Present the phone call. I think. No. December 5th, 9:27 a.m. That doesn't really help me. Woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? Nah. Hey, thanks for the follow, Dusty Cypress. Or the raid, sorry, I can read. The woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Hey, Paper Plane, how's it going? She got to her and she hit her. What part of this stinks? Nice. And you're about to watch the clearly the best lawyer ever as I stumble through this because it's my first time. So bad at it. Nice. Let's press that. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at that scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Why would I select? Yep, he's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. What? You saw nothing or you're lying? I'm willing to bet you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh, that got them talking. There we go. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, that eye twitch. Oh, progress. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. That is like the worst defense ever. She wears funky clothes and funky hair. Clearly, you would have mentioned that. Pfft. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. It's hard evidence, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar? Why are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Did I really? Did I? Was that solid evidence? This counts. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes, ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think? Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee?
Okay. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please, begin the cross-examination.
Can we not? So I use that wink and a bit of a jiggle. It's those low-cut blows, man. Get you every time. I did see everything I did. The one dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. I saw it, I did. See, right here, this statement. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Like, do you have to say, like, that you did? The thinker, I think. You know what? I'm gonna press on that. Which right? Her right or your right? Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? That's a presser on every statement. Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Well, that didn't help me. Let's press this hippie clothes. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Sigh.
What happened then?
Well, that wasn't helpful. She hit with that weapon, I saw it, I did. Press. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
It was that clock, the kind of statuary clock, the thinker, I think. I feel like this is a horrible way to do it, but do it.
Clock?
Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock. I feel like presenting that won't do anything. But I got nothing better to do, so I'll present it. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Clearly it's also, they're guilty. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, really? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Did she really think that's like a good defense? Across the road in your hotel room, you heard the clock with your wiretap? Office of Van Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel, so she could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. Who could hear that? Could you hear a clock across the street in another building? I don't think so. I'm not satisfied because... I mean, besides she couldn't have heard it, it couldn't have rung because it wasn't a clock. The bits were taken out. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Oosh, got it. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Hot damn. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Yeah, he's got nothing there. Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can. Just saying. Ho ho. Possible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you'd like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is cell phone. Bloop. Take that! Take that? Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, thank you. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Just, everybody in the court, remember that. Not my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Grumble. A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Oh, damn! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink. There's the wink, the boot bounce. Trying to get out of this, eh? So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It was made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, damn! Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Oh, jeez. Just dishing it out. Hot damn. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Oof, not a sweet little lady anymore. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, there she goes.
Oh. Silly me.
Grunt?
Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink.
This is scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it, or you had heard about it? Wanky booby bounce can get you out of a lot of things. You held it, or you had heard about it? You had heard about it. I'm gonna go with the wiretap, probably. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Wiretap.
Have a look at this.
That.
I found this in Miss May's room, but illegally seized it.
We'll ignore that part.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim. Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Oh, that face. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. How could you say it's irrelevant that she tapped her phone? Ignore that. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that were the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Literally said it in the... She said, did everybody forget I had to take the clockwork out? Does everybody ignore this evidence that happened like two minutes ago? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. Shazam! It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Oh, what now, jerkweed? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. She looks like she's having a good time. Look at it. Look at the happiness right here. So happy. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Where?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Seems a bit aggressive since she didn't hold the clock and that was our whole thing. To suddenly be like, you did it. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. It could be. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good. Oh, there's boob bounce.
Well, you're not the first man who thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold.
With ice.
If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Like, more like regular watered down coffee. It's kind of gross. Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone.
However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder, somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Ooh. Do I call the bellboy? Continue examining Miss May. I don't think I've got anything else for Miss May, so we're gonna call the bellboy. Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk it quite low enough already.
What? I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I'm like 99% sure you can't do that in a court of law, but then again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'll accept it. All right, got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool.
You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. I, activated his trap card. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I feel like a judge wouldn't allow half the stuff they're doing right now, but hey, you know, court. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. I'm just... Why does that have anything to do? Oh, he looks like a bellboy, so he must be a bellboy. You'll soon find out 99% of the things happening in this game shouldn't occur in the Curter Law. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. But it's dramatic, right?
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
Couldn't even put down the tray. Someone out there's missing their tea and biscuits.
That tea set looks rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Not put down the tray, but you can begin your testimony.
Very good, sir.
Witness testimony. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Oh, after 8? 8? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, I will be finished. Leave a lot room for error in that. Can I press this 4 generations? Like, I don't know. See, I thought this was gonna be an issue, receiving the call after 8, but then she asked for a nice coffee we brought to her at 9 on the dot. Well, let's just start pressing stuff. You know what? Let's start with this. I don't believe it's been 4 generations. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Oh, I hit a button. Oh, I hit the button. Sorry. Sorry.
Why, anything required of me, sir.
I check in guests, I check out guests. Wink.
I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir.
I check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim?
Mr. Wright, you'll refrain from asking frivolous questions.
Okay, let's press this. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice.
And then I saw them and them? As in the bounce or more than one person? Ahem. Nope, it was definitely the bounce.
The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Oh, you don't get penalized for pressing random stuff. I feel like you would if this was a real court.
Yes, what then?
Do you imagine being a real court where they just pressed every single thing you said? Like, good morning. I'm gonna press that. How do you know it's a good morning? Are you sure? So let's press the nice coffee. 9 on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9, the time of the murder. Brought it to her at precisely press the time, of course. Press. Precisely 9 then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 o'clock p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time? I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Oh, I didn't press that. I should press the last one. Hold on. You are sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir, it's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, there's 2 big reasons when I brought the room service, sir. She, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser.
Embrasser? Sir? Embrasser? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I?